Welcome to everybody in chat to day one of E3 2021. This is the Ubisoft press conference. I'm sure all of you guys know Elise and Victus, but yeah, big thanks to you guys for joining me once again on this.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
So,
I actually spoke with...
No, ditto. Yes, no.
Any quick predictions as we head into this?
Well, I mean, we kind of already had the big, what is people thinking was going to be the big game announcement is the sequel to Mario vs. Rabbids.
Yep, that got leaked.
Yep, by Nintendo. Or actually, I don't think it was actually by Nintendo. It was by Nintendo Store. It was
the eShop.
The Nintendo eShop put it out and spoiled that. So
That's hysterical.
Yeah. I expect, more Far Cry 6, DLC Valhalla. But they've already said there's going to be several not on the docket, so we're not going to see any Prince of Persia or Division or anything like that. So
yeah, the one surprise, and I don't know if you guys want me to spoil this, but there's a game that I was 100% sure they weren't going to show today, and IGN showed gameplay of it earlier.
I was looking for that. I couldn't find it. I may just wait and see what it is.
Hi,
I
everyone, and
am
welcome
not
to Ubisoft
looking for
Forward.
anything in
I'm
particular.
Mila.
The only thing that I'm looking for is
We're
tomorrow.
so thrilled to be back hosting Ubisoft Forward.
Yeah.
One other quick
Oh, I
question.
think they're talking.
Yeah, they are.
The latest news and
one other quick
announcements coming from Ubisoft.
question for you guys
so much in
is
store for you
Netflix
today,
just
including
announced a
deeper looks
Splinter
at
Cell
Far Cry
animated
6,
series. Do you
Riders
think we
Republic,
finally get a Splinter
and
Cell
Rainbow
game?
Six, plus a few other surprises you'll find out about soon enough.
I don't.
Neelam, I'm excited. We're filming
I
this
have no
together.
idea.
We got this gorgeous
I mean, it would
set.
be good, but
E3 is
wasn't
back.
there some controversy
And
about
I know why
Splinter
y'all are
Cell
here.
and
You want to see games. So
too
let's
much
get right into it.
competition or something?
The
Am I
Rainbow Six
remembering
operators are
something
facing off
incorrectly?
against an
Not that I'm aware
evolving
of.
deadly threat.
Everybody just
You'll
keeps
no
begging
doubt
them to
have
make a new
noticed
one.
that the alien parasites
I don't
spread
care.
through
I'm
areas.
waiting for
It's time to
freaking
suit up
siphon
and step into the
filter.
containment
I
zone.
don't care about
Here's a deeper
Splinter
look
Cell.
at Rainbow Six Extraction.
So
I'm gonna
this
say-
is this is the game they renamed because of the name.
So much
Yep.
peace
Uh-huh.
staring into the heavens.
Yeah, the graphics were
until a
interesting.
piece of it fell.
We also know that Ubisoft has a Star Wars game. I don't know if we'll see
And
it
the
or not.
nightmare began.
Yep. That would be nice to see. Although, I don't know. I don't know about you guys with the
thought
Avengers
it
game, but
contained. But it evolved.
Yeah.
So we did too.
One of our own is MIA.
Say no
I
more.
need an
Yeah.
extraction team, now.
If there's a way to stop them, you will find it. But I know you will find me
oh,
first.
for Gearbox, I expect conversations about the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, the plan. Nomad, secure our exit. I'll take out the nests.
And I'll find Ivana. I have your signal. Let's go.
So they'll probably say it, but is this supposed to be like a tack onto, like it's supposed to be a brand new game, or is this like addition to Siege?
Yeah, this is a new game. This is the first time they've shown it.
Okay.
They've announced it, and then they changed the name on it, and that's it so far.
Down.
I don't even think we know what kind of game it is.
Ooh, well, there's a nasty right there, so I'm gonna guess it.
I'm good for a horde mode game. I'm ready for a horde mode game.
I mean, zombies didn't do too bad, right? Wasn't that Call of Duty or whatever it is?
I found her.
Yeah, usually that's a staple of Treyarch or any of those releases of Call of Duties is the zombies.
My son is all about this game.
I've got company.
Yeah, don't you know you're not supposed to go pick up once you've already been taken over?
Countermeasures.
This seems a little weird for a Tom Clancy game.
Check.
I don't know.
Well,
Make for the
cha-ching.
An apex.
Yep.
Everybody wants a little bit of that money when something does well.
throwing me a party?
Yeah. Too bad you missed all the fireworks.
Team, it's Ash. We're not done yet. VIP down.
September 16th. That's okay.
What type of game is it?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll hear some more.
Now, I know you must have a ton of questions after seeing that trailer.
Really?
And we have answers, as well as a full gameplay
Thank you.
walkthrough coming up, so hang tight. My name is Richard. I'm your resident community developer coming to you from North Carolina. We're thrilled to be back to give you an introduction to Rainbow Six Extraction. With me today in Montreal, I have Bruno Lalonde, our lead technical director, and Alicia Fortier, game designer, to help walk us through. Alicia, what can we tell our players about Extraction?
Extraction is a 1 to 3 player co-op experience. You might think you know what you're getting into since there's going to be some of your favorite Rainbow Six operators, but it's going to be completely different because this time you're not fighting against each other. You're coming together to face an unprecedented, evolving alien threat.
So no PvP?
Some of the operators' abilities, gadgets,
sound like
and
that.
tech should feel familiar to Siege players. But this time, as you progress through the
This
game,
sounds
you'll
like a
unlock
horde mode
new
to me.
ability upgrades
Co-op
and a
horde mode.
whole new arsenal specifically designed to take on this new threat.
So the operators we just saw in that trailer are very familiar. But what happened to Hibana?
She got captured.
She's
In
dead.
Extraction, you're always putting it all on the line. If you or a teammate falls during an incursion, you're gonna go missing in action. You can't play MIA operators until they're safely recovered. You and your squad are gonna have to come back together to get back in there and get them out. Every time you
Oh,
go
wow.
in the containment zone, you risk losing
is this
all your
their
progress
version
and
of them
upgrades.
doing
So
the
stay
card
on your
and
toes
make it so you
and weigh
can't play
every
the-
move you
the
make.
thing? I think that's Rainbow, right?
Balancing that risk and reward scenario is going
So
to
wait,
be
is this a
tough.
roguelike?
Bruno, can you tell us a little bit more about the alien
Well,
threat?
it sounds like you take
What
your
is it?
class, whatever you pick,
are
and if that
they?
class
And
goes
where did they
down
come
and it's
from?
not extracted
What we
during the
know
last
is
mission,
the Arkeens
then
are evolved
you have to
form
take some
of the
effort to go
parasite that was first detected
rescue it
few
before
years
you play it
ago
again.
during the outbreak event in New Mexico. But a lot have changed since. The parasite has spread to 3 new regions, emerging in several containment zones within New York, San Francisco, and Alaska. This is what we know so far. Within the containment zones, the alien ecosystem is in a continual evolution.
Why is it always
as
in New York?
incubation nests and their sprawling tissue spawn procedurally, taking over different areas of the map and reaction to the player presence.
The parasite is always spreading, always evolving. But it didn't look too happy about the operators disturbing their new home. What are we facing off against?
Well, the black goo-like sprawl is probably the first thing you will take on. It spreads to the map once your presence is detected, slowing your progress and helping the Arkeens. Some of the other threats you may have seen in the trailer are the long-range spiker, the explosive breachers, the shape-shifting tormentors, and the apex. There's a lot more species of Arkeens and mutations that have been observed. More to come on that very soon.
Thank you both so much for joining me. I'm really excited to dig into more of the details. We still have crossplay to talk about.
Good.
Yes, that's
Good.
right. Extraction will bring everyone together regardless of the platform. And for our Rainbow Six Siege
Every multiplayer
community,
game
we
needs
have
to do that.
exclusive unlocks for
Good.
you in both
Glad
games.
they're keeping on it.
Okay. You've
Sadly,
been
I think
waiting
I'm gonna have
long
to
enough.
move over to.
Let's take an exclusive first look at some gameplay footage.
Bro,
Here
my,
is Rainbow
my
Six
desktop
Extraction.
one is just too slow. You guys are still like 10 seconds ahead of me, I think.
Welcome to Rainbow Six Extraction, the new tactical co-op shooter game where Rainbow Six operators are dropped into alien territory. In today's walkthrough, we're on a mission to investigate anomalies identified at the Orpheus Research Center in Alaska. HQ will provide additional instructions.
Not New York.
We need new data on the parasite's underground network.
No, it
'Cause,
needs
you
to be
know,
like in
alien
Wisconsin. That's
whatever
what it
is
needs
no
to be.
good in the
Plant
snow.
auto trackers on
Right.
Norman's Nest. Don't destroy them or we'll lose the trackers.
As a squad of 3, Ella, Alibi, and Sledge will use their operator abilities to complete objectives, assist each other, and obliterate Arkeans in their way.
Drone spinning up.
That's a grunt. Easy for a nest to incubate and bring to life, not so easy to eliminate in large numbers.
Converge on location. Nice and quiet.
The enemy reacts to intrusions in their ecosystem, including operators.
Eliminate my target.
So stealth tactics are the way to go.
Visual on nest. Place auto trackers for our React scientists.
Auto tracker activated.
Visual hostile.
Auto tracker activated.
The parasite generates sprawl, a substance that connects their whole ecosystem. Alert an Archean, and a nearby nest wakes up too. Archeans move faster in sprawl, but operators get slowed down.
Take my guy out.
The squad can use their React light to see bioluminescent properties in Archeans and in the environment. The contrast helps to better identify targets.
Hey, okay. Destructible world,
Nest
like it.
mapping complete.
Oh, I always forget they
Scientists just
can
gave you the thumbs up.
see through walls in this
Good
game.
job.
Identifying Archean variants helps the team determine the best approach to take them out.
Scan grenade.
Spotted a rooter. It can immobilize anyone in front of it, so Sledge will swing around back.
Because he's got a sledgehammer?
Get out
Maybe.
of there before the swarm appears.
Let's-
Don't push your luck.
Good thought.
Airlock, go!
That was close. Here, the team can regroup and resupply. Airlock doors will open onto the next subzone, which will be tougher than the first.
We need tissue samples from those Archies, and we need them gone. Use your React blade. It's right there. React blade, do your thing.
That target is finished.
One down. We're not done yet. That's your target. Don't put it to death just yet. Get that
Actually,
sample.
what this really reminds me
We've located
of
a
is
spiker.
XCOM
It can
if it
fire
was a
armor-piercing
first-person shooter.
projectiles. Alibi deploys a Prisma
Okay.
hologram.
I can see that. I was
Just
actually,
the aliens.
yeah. Eh,
End of the line.
The squad can use React tech to go further in incursions.
not that there's
The
a
more
lot there,
intel
but
they
because
collect,
this is
the
the
more tech they'll
co-op
have at their
versus
disposal to
computer
fight off
or
this threat.
alien.
It's all about
Um,
teamwork to outsmart the enemy.
What was that
Gotta
one
keep
game
that
where
spot.
you was it 4-on-1? You fought the
Creating
big
a choke
monster.
point is a good
Evolve.
idea to increase
Evolve,
the arc mine's
right?
efficiency.
And I'm wondering if this will be successful because this is focusing on a co-op and not a multiplayer type situation.
That's the way. Keep hunting.
That's the React threat sensor. Smasher incoming.
Like a Halo brute.
Yeah.
Always got to kill him from
Or
the
The
back.
Last of Us.
That did it.
Or yeah.
They got the leader. No leader
That's
for the
what
Archies
I'm
to
getting.
follow.
If The
Another
Last of Us
objective
was
complete.
co-op.
The squad can either exfil at the extraction point to bring home the latest intel, or move to the next airlock. The third subzone will be the most challenging yet, a true test of both tactical team strategy and operator reflexes.
Some Archeans are
So is it one of the
responding
things
to
where
an
you have multiple
communicator.
opportunities to
No way
leave,
we'd
and if
let
you
them
leave, then you
mobilize
get your
against us.
loot,
Hunt them
XP,
down
whatever,
until the
but if you
elite comes out of
choose to go
hiding.
on, you get like better stuff?
It sounds that, but the question is, what is the better stuff? Like, it says intel, but how? Why do I want to go after it? Is my question. Like, I like collecting stuff. Yeah, collection fest. Like, I'd like to know. So, is it new loot? Is it shiny loot? I'll go for shiny loot.
Yeah, maybe it's a kind of currency.
Maybe will show up any second.
Enemy located!
There's Splatoon enemies.
There we go.
There's squids.
Eyes on hostile!
Well, you know, isn't this the way I think that Outriders did it? Sort of.
What do you mean?
If you had easy areas and then you had higher level areas, and then if you go for the
operator is now
the more
MIA.
difficult areas, you got better loot for each one.
Yeah, a lot of it was tied into. Yeah, a lot of it was tied into what level you set your gameplay on. Like it had scales, 2 different scales you could set. And then yes, there was in-game content, which was these.
You heard it. A rescue
It was
mission
like the challenge areas or whatever they were
React still
called.
Right. Yeah, it was just enemies upon enemies upon enemies and bosses at the end. And even that had a scale,
Operators,
a slider
time to
on it. That
unite
if
and
you
stand
thought your
together
gear was
against
good
this
enough,
emerging
you could
threat.
set it up higher.
Squad
and
up
go
with
into
friends in
team.
co-op or
Brutal,
step into the containment
brutal, but
alone.
Yes.
Stay tuned for more Rainbow
Well,
Six
the
Extraction
Division kind
intel
of does
coming
it
very
that way
soon.
too, right? There are certain areas
If
in
you
the
think fighting
Division that
aliens
are
is
harder
tough,
than other areas.
try learning guitar.
Yeah.
Well,
You
that
just
was a
kind of
segue.
chose to go in that area. And
10
if
years
you
ago,
weren't feeling
Rocksmith
it, then you would
redefined
stay in
music
the
learning by
easier area
introducing
and
a
whatever.
cross-console game that taught millions
Yep,
how to play
the
guitar.
dark zones.
Whether
I
you're
think that's what
already
they're
an
called.
expert or just starting out, Rocksmith has an approach that's for everyone. A fun and interactive way to learn guitar, playing your favorite songs.
Oh, this got leaked.
And in the decade since its release,
Yeah,
our
I
community
heard about
and
this.
its impact have only amplified.
This year, let's turn it up to 11 and see what's next for Rocksmith.
Don't play copyrighted music on this trailer.
A song for you, a road in memory, as faint as anything, reached into the walls. It's all for you. Recall the venomous desire that struck on any day, like a bayonet array.
So this is a video game where it's BYOG, bring your own guitar, right? Is that okay?
As opposed to the old. Do I still have mine up? No. It's like my husband finally got rid of his Guitar Hero controller guitar. It was right up there.
I never actually played with one of those, but I played Guitar Hero with a controller. I was the master of a couple of those games by just using the buttons.
Boy, we couldn't get past Tom Morello. He freaking, like right out the door. He's like the first one. Oh, not good.
Song for you. It's all for you. A song.
It's actually a very good, nice little trailer.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm Arthur Von Nagel, producer at Ubisoft San Francisco, and Rocksmith has truly been a dream project for me. As a lifelong gamer and a touring musician, Rocksmith is what I wish I had when I started learning music. And that's why I'm thrilled to share the next evolution of music learning, Rocksmith Plus, a new interactive music learning subscription service available this year. Learn how to play guitar and bass by playing along to master recordings of your favorite songs. Connect your instrument to your PC, console, or mobile device and get real-time feedback as you
The
play.
mobile device is pretty
Connecting
awesome.
with Rocksmith
That is
Plus
cool.
will be easier than
I was
ever
wondering how they
now
made
that you can use your
sure
phone
that it was
as a microphone.
precise in notating
Download the
that you
app,
had it tuned
log
correctly
in,
and were
sync
playing
to
the right
Rocksmith
key.
Plus, set
But
it down,
if it's directly
and
plugged
play
in,
along. Now,
cool.
acoustic players and
That's awesome.
electric players with amps can use Rocksmith Plus with no extra gear needed. It's a game changer. And we're excited to reveal Rocksmith Plus will have a huge amount of songs at launch. All songs in the library will have chord charts that'll be perfect for rhythm players who want to learn the foundation of a song to hum and strum along to. We'll still have the note-for-note, authentic arrangements for players that want to play songs exactly how the artists originally played them. And each week, we'll release a steady stream of new authentic arrangements to keep growing that portion of the library. We're also introducing the Rocksmith Workshop, a new tool that lets users create and add their own arrangements for songs we've licensed.
Oh,
Your
that's
subscription
nice.
will give
This
you
alone
access
will keep
to
that
all
alive,
of those songs, more
allowing new
content
and
than ever
creative stuff
before,
to come in,
including
people to play
genres
it.
beyond rock. We'll have pop, hip-hop, country, Latin, R&B, all sorts of metal subgenres. We'll have music from all over the
Assassin's
world,
Creed.
from
I'll play
big
it.
stars to indie darlings. It's the most diverse song library ever seen in music learning software. Rocksmith Plus will still have our
So the question is going to be how many people are going to be able to stream this on Twitch?
which let you practice and learn at your own pace or slow down.
Yeah. Then
again,
Or
there's
keep
several-
tricky
several
parts
artists
and
that-
all the
master them.
dance people who
We've
have had to
improved those
start
features
cutting
in
back
Rocksmith
because
Plus
they can't.
and are introducing
so,
new ones. Beginner and intermediate players will benefit from more personalized
Maybe it might be one of those
learning.
where you let it set for
Thanks
a
to
little
an
bit, let all the
enhanced
custom work
recommendation
come in,
system and
and
more
then that's what
robust
you stream,
progress tracking.
your technique
Players
playing.
won't just see their growth on a single song.
I mean, there's the streamer,
They can now monitor their
Sam's
progress
Drums
technique
that
by
he gets on and he has
across the
music that's
board.
played and he
And
drums
overall,
over it,
offer
his
a
own
better sense
custom
of how
drum
you're
work
improving
over the
over
music.
time.
And,
Advanced players will be happy to know we're
Very popular.
introducing a new Rocksmith tablet review. That way you could take advantage of Rocksmith Plus's song library and practice tools in a format that's familiar and one that will hone your tab reading skills. We're excited to announce that you can register for a chance to participate in our closed beta right after the show. Visit our website at rocksmith.com to get an early look at Rocksmith Plus and help us test and create
Man, I wish my dad
the
had a
future
PC.
of
I'd
music
have him
learning.
do that, but he
Thank you
doesn't.
so
He's only
much
got a
to
Mac.
the amazing fans who have enjoyed and supported Rocksmith over the past 10 years. Let's jam together with Rocksmith Plus for another 10.
Register now for a chance to play the Rocksmith Plus beta. Summer's coming, and nothing gets thrill seekers' blood flowing like bright sun and fresh trails. And Riders Republic will give them just that.
Last year, you got a first look at our massive multiplayer outdoor sports extravaganza. Since then,
Yeah,
the
Ubisoft
product's
keeps
grown
making
like
these
jumps and
games.
grinds.
These like snowboarding, biking type games.
My skateboarding, snowboarding kiddo just started playing Speed.
Oh yeah?
Greetings, thrill seekers. This
He's
is
been
the
enjoying
Riders
it
Ridge,
in
the
between
Republic's
his
stomping
EVP
ground.
shenanigans.
From here, you can meet like-minded riders, manage your career, learn to nail those wild moves, stay stylish, share your creations with the Republic, stay on top of the latest news, and take up some ferocious multiplayer action like Free-for-All or Tricks Battle, our 6 versus 6 team competition. So, here's how it works. Performing big tricks on the modules will turn them from red to blue, and every trick that you stomp will contribute to your team's overall score. You still with me? Okay. When your team
Kind
has
of a neat
turned all the
idea. I don't know if
modules
that's actually
blue,
been done before.
you capture that district, which will help multiply your score into the big time. Progress, progress, progress. To unlock more content, you gotta earn those stars.
Okay.
So, if you want to be the boss of your own career,
And that
the
person's
world's
dead.
most famous competitions are waiting for you.
Uh-oh. Crash it, crash it. Oh.
Some might say the best parts of the Republic can be found in the city playground. We've got modules that you can slay for days. Maybe you're all about living on the edge. Either way, to progress, you gotta earn those stars. Having the right rig is important too. And we've all got our preferences.
Okay. That thing actually have like jet engines?
I think it does.
All right, I get it. Sometimes you just want to explore and bathe in nature.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's right. Everything you do counts. Getting those stars means more rad to be had, and the Republic will abide. There's always something awesome to do as you reach new milestones and unlock more challenges. It's the Red Bull Joyride, people. It's infamous. It's spectacular. It's the biggest stage of slopestyle mountain biking. And guess what? You can play it versus your friends. There is so much more. More stunts.
Splat.
More sports. More events. Just more, okay? And a natural outdoor playground for you and your friends to enjoy. Any way that you want.
That's supposed to be an ET reference?
I think
When
so,
you say
yeah.
fun with everyone, we mean it. Look at all these riders. Does this speak to you? Then don't miss out on mass races. Woo!
I'm definitely seeing the appeal here where you get to customize your character, the different bikes. It really can be outrageous what you take it. Like this one guy, gigantic rocket on one side of the wing.
Yeah.
Go for it.
But would that make people mad if it's a competition?
If it doesn't change your actual performance,
Rider. See you soon.
I don't think it matters, right?
That's true, but there is a question.
September 2nd. There's a lot of games that are getting September release dates.
Don't keep the mountains waiting.
Really?
Riders Republic is coming September 2nd, and you can pre-order now and claim your right to rip.
Okay, so we've seen some of our favorite Rainbow Six operators battling alien parasites, but how's their day job going?
You know, ever since Crimson Heist, we're still trying to clear all those pesky Flores drones off the maps.
Year 6 is off to a blazing start, with Siege passing 200,000 concurrent players a few weeks ago. If you haven't joined in yet, 2021 is the perfect time to drop in.
That's kind of crazy how that game is blowing up and Apex is blowing up.
Yep. And Siege has kind of been another kind of redemption story
we are
for how
humble
popular
and
it
grateful for
stayed
the
at
enthusiastic
from when it
community
released.
that has supported this growth. So today is all about sharing quality of life developments that
Hey,
will dramatically
same
improve
headset he does.
player experience.
With the community growing every day, we've been hard at work finding ways to improve your ability to play with your friends and meet new players. On June 30th, we are unifying our PC and cloud-based platforms with crossplay and cross-progression. That means that any player on
I can tell you right now, the Stadia people have to be jumping up and down for joy.
games together,
all four of them,
having a unified account.
I play Destiny
Console
primarily
players,
on Stadia.
In early
so.
2022, crossplay will be available between PlayStation and Xbox platform, and the cross-progression will be available between all
I
platforms.
wonder why they're just not doing it all at once.
For these updates, we needed a bit more time in order to prepare and make sure they have a smooth launch.
Bringing these player bases
My
together
guess would be
benefits
platform-wise.
everyone.
Yeah.
It will
Something
finally
platform
allow you to play with
architecture.
your friends across different platforms. It also means that your progression will now follow you, anytime and anywhere you play.
We know crossplay is a feature a lot of you has been anticipating, and we are thrilled to see the enthusiasm its announcement has inspired. From your amazing fan art to the awesome cosplays, the Rainbow Six community is the lifeblood that keeps this game moving forward.
We cannot thank you enough for your support. It is because of you that Siege keeps evolving and growing.
To wrap up, here's a brand new animated trailer starring Thunderbird, the new Defender joining Team Rainbow. Check this out.
Ready? Too bad my kiddo
6
isn't
years
here.
ago, I
This
met
is
a
like
pilot.
one of his favorite games.
She saved my life. That symbol, what does it mean?
This jacket was my father's. Dagu Wankan, Wichahpi. The Creator's star has many meanings. Love, wisdom, bravery.
Suits you.
Listen, I need to get this bird in the air. You try to get some rest.
You're the boss. What's happening? Shh.
Wait, that's it? What happened next?
Why don't you ask her yourself? New projects aren't the only things to be excited about this year. Take a look at the incredible updates coming to our live games in 2021.
They were showing a bunch of this stuff during the pre-show.
Yep.
For Honor.
It's Among Us with cars.
Yeah, I was gonna say, has Trackmania always been like that?
I don't know. I haven't kept up with it.
There's actually a Turtles game that's coming out that actually looks really good.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting how we do this. Is this limited time then? I could think that they would want to. Same time.
Aiden Pierce is coming to Watch Dogs Legion.
From the release of the Ghost experience to the latest teammate update, Ghost Recon Breakpoint keeps evolving thanks to your feedback. But that's not all. As 2021 marks the 20th anniversary of the Ghost Recon franchise, we are happy to announce that there are still many more surprises to come. Stay tuned.
That's another game that launched really bad and has gotten better.
Yeah. I would say it's not on this like the siege level redemption, but it's definitely come back.
When you're in good company, there are no bad dancers. So move the coffee table, alert the local homeowners association,
There's always
and let's
bad
get loud.
dancers.
have a friend that does cardio with his sister doing Just Dance.
It's a workout. Definitely is.
Hello, my name is Todd Rickall, and I'm a singer, dancer, actor, director, and choreographer. I am super excited to announce that my song, Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels, is going to be a part of Just Dance 2022.
Muting that, just in case.
Just Dance team and I are collaborating to give you an exclusive version of my song for Just Dance 2022. Girl, I don't dance.
Ooh.
Huh.
Express themselves through dance and to celebrate who they are.
My daughter
and their
has this too. I had to
individuality
buy it
in
on
such a fun way.
PlayStation.
Just Dance has transformed millions of
Not
lives, and I hope that
2022,
this song
but-
brings you all so much joy. Whether you're dancing alone or with a group, to work out, or just to have fun, it's going to be a great time, and I can assure you, you will not just play, you will absolutely slay. The new lyrics.
Oh, are they Fordster?
Specifically for Just Dance. And let me tell you something, they're full of sass, but they were written by yours truly. But I
Yeah, I should probably be restreaming that one. Forster in chat said that Twitch Gaming is playing different music right now.
Huh.
And one last thing, you will have the opportunity to be a part of the making of my new video, which will be released alongside the new Just Dance track. For more, check the link below. We got you. I cannot wait to see you all living your best life and being the most fabulous you have ever been. I will see you all in Just Dance 2022. Girl, I don't dance, I work.
Oops. Those games are still really big.
Mm-hmm.
November 4th.
Question is for like the Xbox, how does it keep track of you
It's time
that you're
to get our
doing the moves
Viking
correctly?
It was a big year for the new chief of the
I
Raven
have no idea.
but your journey with Eivor is far from
We
over.
had ours on the Wii U and then PlayStation. I know you can use your phone on the PlayStation as a controller.
Huh.
So maybe you can do the same thing on the Xbox.
Maybe. Here we go.
I just realized that I had that feed up the whole time.
Uh-oh.
The / Twitch Gaming one.
In November 2020, we released Assassin's Creed Valhalla. To our delight, it was the biggest launch for any Assassin's Creed game to date, and we have you to thank for that. Becoming Eivor, a Viking leader going on a quest to fight for a new home, is an adventure that resonated closely with many of you. I certainly have Eivor, and stumbling across unique world events that left me with memorable side stories.
Thank you, Eivor.
We're amazed to see how you dedicated yourselves to the Viking lifestyle. You've led more than 300 million raids in total.
I need to
and
finish
built
this
more
game
than
at some point.
100 million buildings in your settlers.
I need to start it.
Congrats.
It's only 120 hours.
Eivor still has a long journey ahead.
Not including
and we've been
DLC.
continuing to offer
Not
free
not
updates
including
for
DLC.
all
I think I got
players
like
to
another
enjoy
50 hours.
post-launch. These updates include time-limited festivals, new
Apparently, the
quests,
latest
and
DLC,
even a whole new game
I forget if
such
it's
as the
Norway,
River Raids
Sweden, or what
update
country it was, is apparently
I
really
thought it
good.
and the
I
map
thought it was
station.
Ireland. Wasn't it on the pre-show?
Could have been.
We add in community-requested tweaks and
Or at
features
least
too.
when you were
For
getting
instance,
ready,
we'll be
I
adding
was
one-handed
watching that
swords
on the
in the coming
pre-show.
weeks.
They were
The
talking
team is
about
also
Gaelic
working hard
and
at tackling issues
recording
and improving
and-
the game experience for everyone. We've been tracking various
think you're
known
right.
issues on our
Because I was
forums,
watching part of
and
that
also
too.
shared our complex bug-fixing process in a recent dev blog.
Ireland
we
it
love
was.
seeing
There you
your
go.
continual
Thanks, chat.
feedback, and we thank you
I said
for your
that.
patience
Oh, did
and
you? Sorry.
support for the game.
Yeah.
On top of regular free updates, we're also building on Eivor's story and the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla through game expansions. Wrath of the Druids released a few weeks ago, allowing players to explore Ireland and battle a mysterious cult, the Children of Danu. second upcoming
Interesting.
expansion, you'll get to relive the Siege of Paris. This is the most ambitious battle in Viking history, taking place in war-torn Francia. You'll have to do everything in your power to uncover enemy secrets and form strategic alliances in order to safeguard your clan's future. Players may be excited to learn that black box infiltration missions are returning. This means you're given a goal for a mission, but how you'll achieve it is up to you.
Oh, wow.
Expect new abilities, weapons, gear, and of course, new enemies. Watch out for the Siege of Paris coming this summer.
Oh, Ubi's doing a post show?
Assassin's Creed has long focused on the
Yeah,
exploration of history.
I thought I saw
We
that.
are
They did a
happy to
pre and a
announce that
post.
the new Discovery Tour will be released this fall. It will be free to all who own Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Explore the world and take a deeper dive into the history of the Viking Age. The team has crafted a new experience where you'll get to play as people during the time of Vikings and follow them in their endeavors, big and small, while collecting exclusive rewards. Whether you're an Assassin's Creed fan with a heart for
That's
history
intriguing.
or a student looking to supplement your knowledge,
The schedule, however, does
Discovery
not
Tour
show
Viking
the
Age will have you
Ubisoft
covered.
post show.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla doesn't
At least
stop
not on
here.
IGN, anyway.
For the first time on an Assassin's Creed title, we'll be supporting the game well into its second
Yeah, it's kind of
year.
one of the problems with all
Well,
the
this year will
schedules
be
is
a
the different
very active
schedules
year
show
for the game.
either show
We're
or
already
don't show
working
different
on more
things.
expansions
Right.
for next year.
Because the IGN one
Something
shows
tells me
the
that
Devolver
Eivor
one.
is not done with
After
Odin
this.
yet.
Huh.
So you've seen some great games from us, but we also have news about the movies and TV series we've been working on.
Our Ubisoft Film and Television team has some exclusive content to share. Up first is Mythic Quest, the workplace comedy set in a game development studio that's streaming on Apple. Here's a look at what you've been missing before the upcoming season finale.
You give me this energy. It is like you set me free. Chasing highs to stay alive. But if I'm with you, I'll survive. So hold me close into the night, 'cause I need you to stay.
Yep.
You take me to paradise, that's why it's hard to wait. Can I be around you for motivation? Just a little while now. A simple question, can I get closer? Just for motivation.
What's with the music? They changed it because of DMCA reasons. You gotta be a little bit careful about showing trailers too.
I just need you to. I just need you to. Stay a bit longer. I just need you to. Can I be around you for motivation? Just a little while. A simple question.
So yeah, on Slash Twitch Gaming, not only have they replaced the music, but they've muted all the dialogue on these trailers.
Video game you've never heard of.
Huh.
Werewolves Within this summer. In theaters or on your on-demand platforms.
No hero story is complete without a great rival to match them. After all, even the most vile tyrant is a star of their own narrative.
When it comes to memorable villains, no one does it better than Far Cry.
Please, we have to get on that boat.
I've never played a Far Cry.
What the hell I'm gonna do with baseball cards? Do you have any idea what these are worth? Let us through.
Quiet. Marco, always making new friends.
Danny, you're late. Where's Alejo?
He gave up his ticket for his family.
Bullshit. Alejo is an orphan.
Alejo's not going anywhere anymore. Come on, Marco. Let them on.
Vamos.
Good man.
Get out of boxing, gal.
I sympathize with that person. I do not have sea legs.
Gracias.
Don't worry about it, chamaco.
Here. That's all I've got.
This isn't right, Danny. We should be fighting, not running to the Yankees.
Alejo gave you a fucking gift, Lira. We survive. Same as the orphanage, same as the academy.
What's that?
Please, no, this is a fishing boat. You mean, no.
Before he was El Presidente.
It's Moff Gideon chat.
Yeah, fine.
We would go out on a boat.
Where's the Darksaber?
And we would catch the fish and then release them. He would say, it's not always about your stomach, mijo. It's about the challenge. Except when he caught a big, fat, juicy marlin, he was too proud to let that fish go.
See, Tirano! You have poison, Yara! You have poison your sword!
I have caught a very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
No way.
I have caught you, mijo. Now it's time to bring you home.
I don't want this anymore, Papa.
We have no choice.
Let them go. They can work. Make Viviro.
Truth or lies?
Truth.
They could be good workers. They could help rebuild paradise. But if you wanted them to live, you would have never set foot on this fucking boat. 13 years old. And Diego has such compassion for his people. These fish, we will catch and release.
Wow.
You've just seen another disturbing lesson from Anton Castillo, passed down to his son Diego as he grooms him to become the future ruler of Yara. The most important part of Christ and charm you into thinking that everything they believe, no matter how twisted or horrifying, could be absolutely true. That's the secret
This
to
does have the
Anton's
potential
power.
to be
And we couldn't be
as good a
prouder to
villain
have him
as
join the
my
Far Cry
favorite, which is
family.
Far Cry 3's.
Now, when creating
villain.
Anton, we had quite a lot to live up to. Because when you think Far Cry, you think about its rich legacy of villains.
Hey, that's him.
Yeah.
Which makes today a very special day for Far Cry fans. Not only did we get to see into the mind of Anton Castillo, we finally get to unveil some of our post-launch plans. Our dream was to honor the Far Cry villains' tradition and introduce a brand new experience. It is time to see the other side. Go further down the rabbit hole, and it's up to you to find a way out.
What is going on? Who's watching?
My, what a happy family. RJ, tell your mother and sister to...
You are alive. That is all that matters. What the fuck?
Peekaboo, motherfucker.
I don't know what's happening.
Am I?
I don't know.
I too am a king who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants. In my way!
Is this a test? A dream? An opportunity? Then I will not waste it.
So you get to play as the bad guys? Like on mobile?
I don't know.
You are beyond salvation. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Okay, so that's just saying here's all the stuff coming.
Interesting.
We're going to space.
Oh, Far Cry 3.
Blood Dragon.
Okay.
Right.
What does that mean?
We're so excited for you all to check out this next game.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get my hands on this one.
Oh, this has got to be this is the Mario Rabbids. Based on the constellations.
Yep.
I'm a Mario. I'm in space now.
We are now approaching our destination.
I heard the first one was actually really good.
So I've heard too. Been tempted to pick it up multiple times. I go back to say it, if Nintendo would finally adopt a achievement type trophy, whatever system, I would probably buy a lot more Nintendo games.
Vast energy anomaly detected.
Kill all your stars. Could anyone have predicted a sci-fi Mario game where you're shooting guns?
Right? What are they fighting?
Reapers. That looks like Eden Prime for the new remaster.
Sparks of Hope.
The whole team is super proud of this new game, and I can't wait for you to experience it.
It's fair to say that we did something quite surprising with the concept of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And for this project, we didn't want to stop there.
Hi everyone, Mario and the Rabbids are back. And I'm so excited to be back as well
I saw who
today
stole that.
to unveil our new project, Mario plus Rabbids
tiny Frenchman.
Sparks of Hope. We are diving back into this unique crossover with even bigger ambition, expanding our universe on a major scale. This time it's not just the Mushroom Kingdom, there is an entire galaxy to save. To do so, you will lead a brave yet reckless team of unique heroes, including some fresh faces like Rabbids Rosalina and other surprises. On their quest to repel evil across the galaxy, their spaceship will bring them from planet to planet. They will be facing a powerful villain, Cursor, an enemy unlike anything our heroes encountered before.
That looks like one of the
But they
dudes from
won't
The
be
Simpsons. You know, the
By their
octopus
side,
dudes?
they will have their new allies,
Yeah.
the Sparks.
First, I thought I was
These
Master.
surprising creatures, born from the merge of Rabbids and Lumas, will lend their wild powers to our heroes. Their natures and origin are at the core of our story. But let's keep some surprises for later.
After the tremendous success of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the entire team was moved by the amazing reception from players across the world. We were stunned by the love we felt for this unexpected team-up. We know we've been off the radar for a while now, as we wanted to take the time needed to bring this crossover to the next level. It's not just a new story with new enemies, new heroes. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope has big ambitions. It introduces new action elements into the mix that will push the boundaries of tactical games even further. That being said, we also wish to offer an easy-to-play experience for all players, yet hard to master for those of you that are willing to take the challenge. And you'll be able to experience this cosmic adventure exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. We can't wait to tell you more about the game soon.
There is an entire galaxy to save, and we cannot wait for you to experience it.
Yeah, me too, whenever it rains.
They're gonna show any of the actual combat?
There we go.
Yeah, here we go. Kinda. Gotta see him getting into cover. I guess if there's anybody in chat who doesn't know, the combat in this game is essentially XCOM. Or at least the first one was. 2022 is looking to be a pretty stacked year.
Yeah.
And we haven't even done
So we're not done
some
yet.
of the big conferences yet.
Let's check in with our CEO,
Yeah.
Eve Hemo.
I think 2021 is going to be a little there.
Everybody's catching up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the year of catch up and
Hi
redo.
everyone.
Yeah.
As you have seen, we have a fantastic and diverse lineup of games coming soon.
So what's their one
And
last
this
thing?
is just the beginning. Thanks to all the teams at Ubisoft for what they achieved and for always striving to deliver the best
It's got to be the
possible
thing that
game
they showed at
experiences.
IGN, right?
I'm humbled by their resilience, energy, and collaboration, especially during what has been a challenging year. I'm also proud of our industry's ability to bring together millions of players
Challenging
from
year.
around the world to share memorable experiences and moments of joy. This is one of the real powers of video games. And it is what motivates everyone at Ubisoft to do our best. Finally, my sincere thanks to you, the players. We appreciate the trust you place in us. Your involvement in our games communities keeps them growing and vibrant. We want to create original, enriching, long-lasting game worlds. And your contributions, feedback, and support make it possible. We also are proud that some of the biggest names in entertainment trust our creative teams to develop games within their universes. For example, you just saw Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, developed in collaboration with Nintendo, where everyone's favorite Mario and Rabbids characters return for an all-new adventure. And speaking of great partnerships, there is one more exciting thing we would
Here it
like
is.
to show you today.
Partnership, though.
It is a glimpse of the amazing journey that awaits you in one of the most beautiful but dangerous places of all. Brought to life by the latest version of our Snowdrop engine. I'm excited to share this first look with you now. Enjoy.
All right.
What is it? Scenery is gorgeous.
Music is gorgeous.
This is Avatar. It's got to be. Yep.
I loved the music in that movie.
I forgot they were working on this. Didn't think we were going to see this today.
Well, they still saved a surprise for you, even if you watch the pre-thing.
Also, this is not what IGN was showing. I'm surprised that we're not getting to see that game, which I'll tell you here in a minute. Still, what kind of game is this going to be?
Hope it's like Horizon Zero Dawn. That would be awesome.
Maybe you'll get to... Oh, so this is still where the humans are on the planet then. So it must take place before the movie?
I was gonna say, is this a prequel? They're there after the end of the movie, though. Remember, what's his face gets ported into Avatar, so, and some of them stay back.
It's true. And they're supposed to be making Avatars 2, 3.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is he, like shooting like 4 of them in, like all together or something like that? James Cameron?
Something like that, yeah.
And mean, this looks in engine, but still hard to tell what the gameplay actually is.
Right.
You know, that right there reminds me a little of Anthem too. That, the arch and stuff like that.
All right. I'm gonna flip screens here, chat, as they're going through their little outro sequence. So, IGN showed a pretty good segment of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Really?
Oh,
like actual gameplay. So why?
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that then.
So maybe they're gonna have that in the post show.
Well, or
was
it's one of those games that are saved for another conference.
An exclusive to their thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Xbox.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe they're gonna do a partnership with Xbox. It'll be Xbox PC exclusive, maybe.
Well, but IGN, remember, had their own kind of like Game Fest, and kind of like Gorilla. That might have been an exclusive for just that show.
That's a big one, though.
To get
I didn't
people to see it.
I didn't even see it happen across the. Besides your
Me with
mention of it,
Ubisoft.
I didn't see it
Today,
mentioned
we
anywhere
battled
else.
some Archeans in Rainbow Six Extraction. Learned some new
Yeah, it
songs
might be
and
on
Rocksmith.
IGN's.
Got an
Twitter
adrenaline
feed.
rush from Riders Republic.
I
Lit
wasn't
up the
paying
dance floor in
attention
Just
to
Dance
it,
2022.
so,
Visited new shores in
because
Assassin's
you know
Creed
those
Valhalla.
pre-shows.
Witnessed the chilling confrontation
and like
in
the
Far Cry
shows like
6.
IGN usually
And
just
teamed up
they're
with our favorite
talking
man in
about what
overalls
they
in Mario
are
plus
hoping
Rabbids.
to see. I didn't actually
Don't go
expect
anywhere.
them to
There's
have,
still more to come in the post show.
I don't want to say content because that's content too, but you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I didn't expect them to have like their own exclusives. Now, what was it that one you remember with Anthem? They showed it at, was it the EA presentation, and then they went on Xbox. Jonathan Warner went on Xbox and like
Sounds right.
dropped more stuff, and then they showed gameplay or something.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't know.
I think it's important to
I expect we'll see rehashes of some of these individuals back on the main developers or PlayStation, Xbox.
in mainstream media, and that's what we're
Yeah, we've already been
But-
seeing a lot of rehashes in a lot of the indie shows. They keep showing
Yeah.
some of the same games over and over.
I expect the PC Gamer Show to show some stuff that it was on the Gorilla one, because usually they do.
Most of that hits PC anyway.
Become more interested in Nakoda community, it's probably technology, and Ubisoft is right in touch with the highest.
Okay, so we've got an hour before Gearbox. Well, a little less than an hour.
Can have a really big impact on youth, and
I think I'm gonna have to go upstairs and check in with the family just for at least. I need at least a 10-minute break. I don't know what you were planning. So.
Yep, that's fine. Yep. But I guess just to run through the conference here super quick, if there's anything in particular you guys want to talk about, let me know. But that Avatar, yeah, I remember they said they were working on that, and I think everybody forgot about it because that was a pretty good surprise. It'd be interesting to see exactly what that game is. It looked nice, and I don't know, potentially open world and flying around and shooting stuff, and like Elise said, it could be like a Horizon Zero Dawn type game. And
I hope it's that size too. I really cannot take a 160-hour game anymore. I am too old for that. And unfortunately, they keep shoving these games that you have to do chores in all the time at us. And so I ain't got time for no 160-hour game. And then I have to do some Destiny chores. And if I
To be
ever
fair-
manage to get back to Star Wars The Old Republic so that Kurt can keep complaining about having to sell my stuff. Like, so I have to do those things, and I haven't even touched Elder Scrolls in like 8 months, and they've got 2 expansions. Do you see what I'm saying? I do not have time for that. So I hope it's Horizon Zero Dawn, Ghost of Tsushima, like size. I love open worlds, but I cannot do Skyrim level anymore.
To be fair, though, 120 hours of Horizon Zero Dawn, and there was not a moment that I regretted not doing or doing something. Like, I felt like it was wasting my time. That was just a phenomenal game.
I agree with you. That's one of my absolute favorite games.
Yeah.
I agree. But it didn't feel that long. Do you know what I mean? Because it was so well written. The pacing was so great. Combat was so awesome. Like, I agree with you. However, you know, there are long games where you're like going, why am I doing this?
Yes. Yes.
I'm not doing this anymore. Abandon quest. Going back to the main quest. Like, I just can't.
Yeah. I had some of that experience with No Man's Sky. Although, great, getting the handle on it and what was all taking place there. But once I finally did and it figured out all the little nuances of the game, I was like, so you're telling me I have to sit on this planet for, 8 hours? Oh, okay. Well, let me just put the controller down. I'll walk away. That was actually one of the achievements. So I didn't feel that way with no Horizon. Even when I had to go back and replay a part of the game on a certain difficulty, just fantastic. Like, it was so awesome. But yeah, right there with you. It's a time sink, or don't have the affordability to time sink games.
The other thing too with Horizon, though, you could choose, especially I'm thinking specifically about the cauldrons. Like, you didn't have to do all of them.
That's right.
I stopped at like being able to hack, I think, one of the cat ones. After that, like, I didn't need it anymore. Like, I could hack enough. Like the juice and the squeeze, just for me, that was fine because I stealth like 80% of that game. So if I had to hack something, I was already in trouble.
Yeah.
So I liked that, though. They designed the game so you could pick and choose how much you wanted to do, and it didn't keep you, besides having to do the first one. I think first or second one, you had to do at least the first or the second cauldron.
Yep.
And then you could choose whichever ones you want. And I would like to see more of that.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to go do all of those. Maybe I just want to, put all my points into stuff or whatever. Right. So I would like to see more of that.
And I don't know of any other way Avatar could go except for the path that Horizon went with its RPG, and you could get different weapons. I could see them incorporating kind of the same thing with the animals, where you can learn how to train the different animals, interact with the different animals. That would be super cool. Yeah, to your point, to really take effect of what the awe and the magic we saw in the movie, it needs to be huge. Let us explore this new world, all of it.
And the other thing that I really liked in Horizon, though, that I'm not sure if it hit everybody, but for me, being kind of a semi-explorer type, I really liked the like the cultural landmarks that they put in the game that you had to figure out what it was. Like, I think I was saying on Twitter to Kid Lee, I didn't realize the first time I played it that the Citadel for the Air Force Academy, that's what I was looking at. And I did that side quest, with the little eye thing, the little, I can't remember what they call those, but when I was sitting there, it didn't until that, like, I think it, like, a picture or something comes up, right? And I was like, oh my God, that's what that is. And that's one of the, like, awesome things. If you've ever been to that part of the country, it's really cool to be running around and going, oh, that's what this is. I didn't realize that the Denver Stadium was where you're running around fighting that one thing until way later. Like, I was like, oh my God, that was like the Broncos Stadium or something. Like, I just didn't, and that was so cool. So I hope they can do something like that too, being able to, the combat people are happy, the puzzly people are happy, and then the explorer types that get it's not taking away from your pushing the narrative forward. It was really nicely integrated into kind of your quest progression. You could do it if you want. You didn't have to. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So it looks like they've got a website up, but the website has not been updated since the original announcement, however many years ago. So
nice.
Yeah, there's
the
like
website guys didn't get the memo that there's a trailer coming out.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Ubisoft to post the video on YouTube because sometimes they'll do a description that gives more info, but they haven't done that yet either.
Well, maybe they're waiting until after their post show's over. They're still going over. I think that's the new operator for Rainbow, right?
Yeah, I've got it muted, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I'm just watching the pictures. I
Yep.
can't hear them either, but I just saw all the cultural stuff that they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I gotta say, for excitement of other people, I don't play Siege, but I mean, this really goes for any multiplayer game. But Siege finally getting crossplay, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
When it finally, I think does it finish its integration? What was it, September, with crossplay for finally bringing in Sony or PlayStation and Xbox? I can't remember the dates.
I can't remember the dates, but yeah, it's 2-tiered.
Yeah.
What is it? It's Stadia and somebody else. What's
Stadia,
the other one?
Steam,
Oh, okay.
and there's a third one. I can't remember what it is, but
Ubisoft Plus? No. Epic? No.
don't know. Can't remember.
There was 3 symbols. Yeah, I don't remember.
But that'll be big.
Mm-hmm. And I know, I'm like the Stadia stan, but Ubisoft Plus, you can actually integrate into Stadia. So your subscription for Ubisoft Plus. So I mean, that's a plus. There's not a ton of people on Stadia right now. But with that whole crossplay thing, there could theoretically be more.
And that's really that's what will really bring in Stadia, allow it to get some more life back into it. If it had kind of the game system that Xbox has with Xbox Game Pass, where it's just whatever you have access on the console, you can go stream it as long as it's allowed. You don't have to pay extra for it. That's what really hurt them. And then also the crossplay. Now that that's finally hitting some of those games, like Siege, and then coming Destiny is going to be crossplay as well. That's going to bring some even more life into that. So
yeah. The only thing is, though, I have Xbox. I have Game Pass Ultimate, which is supposed to allow xCloud. And it's still not really fully operational on PC. So
I think PC is coming. I think it's mainly for Android, because I was trying that as well. I was like, I'm going to boot up my laptop, and no.
Yeah, and it's still in beta though, isn't it, on Android? Like, I have it on my phone. I tried it a couple of times, and it wasn't.
I think they finally converted over to the actual Game Pass app.
Okay, I'll have to look then. I'll have to look at it again. But yeah, I have the Ultimate Game Pass, so I should have access to that. But they need to do just a tiny. They need to get that going a little bit more, because Stadia really is a little bit ahead on that. Yeah. So
there is an article from IGN talking about this. So yeah, this Avatar game was announced over 4 years ago.
Wow.
And it is being done by Massive.
Sounds like they're going the James Cameron route, where they announce it like years out and just work on it for like 10 years.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been in production for a while.
Wait, so Massive is the Division, right?
Are they?
Could be. I don't really remember all the Ubisoft studios.
Yeah, Division.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought Massive was the Division. It's one of their. What are they out of? Like the Netherlands or something?
Yeah, they're pretty heavy in Division 2 from what I'm seeing here.
They are the Division. They are the Division studio.
Aren't they also doing the Star Wars game though?
I don't know. Are they expanding that studio out like big time?
They have a Star Wars project under their.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So what's it gonna be then? Because they're wow. This makes me wonder now what kind of game this is. Now, not to say they can't do something different. Obviously, Guerrilla did. I mean, they went from Killzone to Horizon Zero Dawn, very different games.
Yep.
So it's not to say that Massive couldn't do the same thing, but I don't know. What do you think? Like, Guerrillas being able to do that well is maybe not the normal that you
Well, and
see.
also Guerrilla was focused on Horizon, where it sounds like Massive is maybe a little bit too less butter over too much bread here that we're talking about.
Or it's going to be similar.
Yeah.
So is it going to be Avatar Division?
Actually, I think that's what the Star Wars game is going to be.
That's what I was going to say.
I'd play that. I would.
But that would make sense, right?
No life that.
Like Clone Trooper games were kind of like would work really well in that genre.
I would no life that 100%. Take my money now, Ubisoft.
Yeah. Other than that game, I thought Rainbow Six Extraction looked good. That was kind of the first time we got to see that.
Yeah, my big question is what is my serotonin boost that I'm going to get when I finish these missions?
Yep.
What am I grinding for?
Yep.
So that's my big thing. If it's for loot, like if it's loot that I can take care of, or is it collections? Is it to make me cosmetics? I mean, I've grinded for cosmetics in Warframe, so I'm all for that.
I was gonna say, I mean, if that makes most sense to me. That it would be Warframe's loot grind, or like I always bring it up, the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. You were basically just grinding for loot boxes for weapons and stuff, right?
And I grinded for loot boxes in Mass Effect 3.
Right?
Way too much. Yes, I'd be right there, there. But they just said info, like.
Mm-hmm.
It could be they don't have it figured out yet, right? I mean, that game's supposed to come out when? Was that a 2021 or was that a 2022?
No, that's September 16th.
Yeah, September.
So, yeah, but I mean, Anthem released without having its loot dealy doos figured out fully. So, I mean, it's not like they can't roll up to the very last minute still trying to figure it out.
Generally not a good idea, but
I would agree with you, but
I'm like, hey, let's do another redemption story. We did it well with Siege. Let's launch that and then make it good. Yeah. But coming out of the gate with crossplay, that's I mean, it's going to be the staple, but I'm going to keep saying it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's some that don't. There's some that launch that they're not still. So, and for those that are, they are doing very well. It helps with their momentum.
Especially in light of the fact that everybody cannot get themselves a PS5 or an Xbox X.
Thanks, Victus.
You're welcome. I know people.
I'm still playing all my stuff on a PS4, and I ain't in no hurry. So
yeah, I'm still looking for people. Hard to get them.
Yeah, I'll get there when I get there, I guess. I still haven't for sure. I mean, somebody in my house will get a PlayStation 5 so that I can play Horizon Zero Dawn. But they haven't said when it is. All these other games have said when it is. So that makes me wonder if it ain't coming out until 2022, which means I have time.
There you go.
So, and I really do want a Xbox first, but
yeah. I've seen some speculation that Sony doesn't want to give the release date for that until after they know what the Halo date is.
Oh, so they want to play chicken again? Just like they didn't want to say how much their equipment cost until Xbox did. That's just shady. Like, that's really the way I mean, that worked the last generation. Sony's just going to try the same stuff over and over again, along with, like, not letting people do crossplay because of the, money thing. And that like a little old. I guess I expect Sony to learn that maybe that worked a decade ago, but you can't keep going to the same well over and over again. I guess I expected too much, I guess.
Yep.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Any other games you guys want to touch on before we wrap up this segment, I guess?
Well, if we actually saw it, Beyond Good and Evil would have been up there. I still need to go watch it, so don't know that. Although I haven't played it, I do want to go back and play the first one, but the second one of Mario vs. Rabbids.
Yep.
That looks a lot of fun. I know from gameplay the first one was a lot of fun. I do want to play it in the future, and this one looks to capitalize on it even more with what they've done. They were very successful with the first one and the expansion to it. So.
Yep, I agree.
But
yeah, like I said earlier, it's crazy how many games are getting September release dates, because right in there in that conference we got 2 more, and then I know from the Jeff Keighley thing and Gorilla and a couple of the other like smaller conferences, there's just been a bunch of games getting released in September. So I don't know, I don't know why that is, but it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually you would want to. Well, hardware usually hits around holiday time, but it's an interesting month to choose, for sure.
Well, it's before, so they want to get their stuff out there before Black Friday, right? Traditionally, but it could also be that maybe they know something about when hardware is supposed to get, what the platform owners are telling them internally, maybe, or under the table, about when they think they'll be able to meet higher production numbers. I mean, that
very possible.
That could be another factor, because I mean, that's, I think, the big thing I've been seeing on Twitter is people making sarcastic jokes about having a PlayStation 5 and having nothing to play on it. So
I mean, I have a lot of fantastic games I'm already playing on the PlayStation 5. So for some from last gen, so we're doing that one. They released a lot of the last gen's games. They've re-released with higher resolutions, higher frame rates, versions of those games. So replaying those, and then just the ones that have come out for the PlayStation 5 have been fantastic.
Sure.
So,
I mean, that makes sense. But there's probably enough of me who's just like, I didn't think it was that bad on my PlayStation 4. So I ain't chasing and having to throw down another $500 to, replay my game that I already played.
Right.
And I didn't think it looked that bad then. So,
Or it could be like me and very weak, and I had to go out, and even though I'm the only player of my PlayStation, so I already have the A controller. They released the magenta and black version controllers. Sony did, and I have my pre-order in right now for the black one because reasons.
Yeah, I understand. Unfortunately, I'm still having to buy PlayStation 4 controllers because my 13-year-old keeps breaking them. Do you have any idea how much those things are now? They're crazy expensive, almost $100 to buy a new one.
Wow.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Wrist
anyway,
straps.
I don't have any. What?
Wrist straps.
It's something. I have to have something. Maybe I need to put the little, like with the hall pass that you do in elementary school.
There you go.
Maybe that's what I have to do.
There you go.
But he keeps dropping it on the floor. Anyway, I mean, I'm excited about. I didn't get to see Beyond Good and Evil. I've been waiting for that game for a very long time, so I would have been very jazzed about that one. The Avatar one looked absolutely great, but I want to see what it is. And I don't really play any other games. So my youngest, I think, is going to be excited about a new operator. And I give him money to spend in that game. So that was interesting to see what he's going to be asking me for chore money so he can buy the whatever those are to buy the operators in the game. And I mean, I don't know. I with the like the zombie like alien corruption thingies, like again, I don't play that on Warzone, right? That's what the zombie thing, and he does on occasion, but he just doesn't play it for very long.
Yeah.
So I just don't know how many of that particular market can take.
Yeah. I mean, that's when it comes down to the grind of like why it's going to be co-op. Is there going to be story attached to it, or is it just going to be these missions? What progression do you need to go through? What incentive do you need to go through the different missions? Is there different difficulty in the missions? It sounds like inside the missions there is, where you can progress. You have a stopping point. Okay, am I going to go further? But then is there even outside of that harder tiers of missions to go on to? I mean, we don't know enough to say. It's a good concept. I mean, I'm all good for this mission type horde mode thing that they have going on right now, but we just don't know enough.
Yeah. And then you get into that whole thing too, like the Gears of War 5 one.
Yep.
That looked great until it was broke.
Yep.
And
that's a good bring up, because that's very similar to what we're seeing with this.
Right.
So
I mean, can they really go back to that again? I don't know if I don't think they ever really fixed it. I feel like they just kind of left it. I haven't heard a lot about it, but that's not really my cup of tea as such. So I don't know if I just haven't been paying attention and it's just been quietly cranking along and because they fix it, or if they just decided the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. I don't know, but and then I mean you've got Overwatch. I don't know when Overwatch 2 is coming out, but I think that the rumors are that it's getting pushed back to 2022.
I think so. I'm trying to remember if they gave a date a few weeks ago. Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
I don't think they have specifically committed to it, but a lot of the really large developers, or not developers, content creators that are big Overwatch, whatever, have been saying quietly that don't be surprised if you hear 2022 or something of that flavor.
But honestly,
with
some
Jeff
of them
leaving, everybody lost their collective minds.
That was huge.
I know, right?
Huge. Well, and also a lot of them are saying like, why even launch the second one? Like, okay, do an expansion on what you have now. I mean, that's what happened with Destiny, right? They came out with Destiny 2, and there's reasons like they went with Activision and they wanted a separate second game, but it's like, why not just continue on what you have? It's already a gorgeous game, so there's no reason to, you can release different versions of the game for different systems.
Yeah.
For resolution, all that. It's already a gorgeous game. Gameplay is already there, so why make everybody start all over?
Do you remember though the reason why they kept having to do 1, 2? Supposedly they were working on 3 when they said ta-ta to Activision. It's because Activision wants everybody to be on the Call of Duty annual new game because they can get old money, new money, newer money. People buy the new game a year later. So at the end of the day, I assume they get more money than if everybody just buys the first game and then the expansions. I know for standalone games, they don't make nearly as much money on a DLC as they do on the original purchase of the game.
Right.
So I wonder if Overwatch got told they have to make a second game by Activision.
That's true. Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So, I mean, because it doesn't make any sense. They already have the PvP, which is what the big thing that they're adding to Overwatch 2's, right? Is PvP pieces. They could have just put those modes in there all the time instead of his special events, and then just added story to it. And they're not. So you got to wonder financially, why would you build a new game unless somebody did some calculations and decided that financially it would be better? At least that's how my mind works anyway.
Very possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I think we'll wrap up that segment right there. So for those who are watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching our E3 coverage, and we'll be back later with more. So see you guys later.